I'm going to take a quick look at the Nikon FTZ II adapter. I'll do a quick unboxing, then I'll just give you some information and some of my thoughts on it. Get quite a lot of literature with this for some reason. You'll notice that it's got Nikon India, and that's because I got this as a grey market import. When I wanted to buy one, it was out of stock, so I didn't really want to spend €300 on it. I still get a 12 months warranty, so that didn't bother me. The construction on this, it feels pretty solid. It does seem to be that polycarbonate plastics on the outside. Feels a bit thicker in terms of density than some of the lenses, and it's got that sort of textured pattern on it. I think in some ways this is a bit of a missed opportunity for Nikon, because what they really did was just chop off the bottom foot section. They didn't really do anything else to the adapter. I've seen 5 and 6 screws with F mount, but this one has 5. This is probably not a problem. There is a switch on the left hand side. I assume that's just to tell the camera that you have something attached to the adapter. Rear cap comes off, and of course that is for the Z mount. Never understood why Nikon only put 4 screws in a larger mount, but there you go, that's the way it is. There is a built-in motor on this, but it isn't for focus, it's for the aperture control. Many of the F-mount lenses have mechanical aperture control, as you can see on this lens here. If you use a lens with an electronic control, of course that doesn't make any difference, it will still work with that. I know some people are bothered by the additional size of the adapter. You have to make up the length difference because of course the F-mount bodies are designed with a mirror. The looks of the adapter have never bothered me, it's really a practical device to me, and there's definitely some advantages by using this as well. In terms of the lens performance, it's going to vary depending on the lenses, but I haven't seen a notable difference in terms of the focusing performance, at least in terms of speed. As far as focus accuracy, you may find some improvements there, but it depends how well your DSLRs were set up. With some of the third-party manufacturers, you might find some issues there, particularly with some of the Tamron lenses, some of the older ones. I know that there's a few that you could send in for a firmware update, and some of the G2 ones you can update the firmware on those. That's the Sigma macro that I just showed you a moment ago, so that's compatible with the mirrorless. Most of the Tokinas are. I do have the 70-200 f4 and that doesn't focus. I do recommend checking just to see what the situation is with your lenses or potential lenses that you might buy. It's an FTZ with the bottom part shaved off. They really didn't do anything else to it. The performance is the same. You go from 5-axis to 3-axis. Again, this isn't really something which has bothered me. I don't particularly know what the reason for that is. Inside the adapter you'll see that there is some magnesium alloy, and I came across this picture online where somebody actually broke the adapter. There are some alternatives. Viltrox do one. I haven't used this, so I can't give you any feedback on that, but it looks very much like the original adapter from Nikon. I do agree with some of the comments online that people saying that there should be a new adapter for screw drive lenses. Sony made one for A-mount users, and it is a very compact adapter. Quite a few screw drive lenses out there, and you're only going to get manual focus with those on the adapters. Another point to mention is that you don't have the AI indexing tab on the adapter. That's another thing that's missing. You can use those lenses, but it won't report the aperture back to the camera. So those are a few obvious drawbacks with the adapter. Even some of the used Z mount lenses are quite expensive. Money, money, money. Oh, Lord. And you have a very limited third-party selection. So there's potential to save quite a lot of money by using the adapter. There's also a few lenses missing. We don't have a fast 28mm, for example a 1.8 or a 1.4. The adapter will support a lens up to 1.3 kilograms. If you've got a heavy lens on a tripod, do make sure you're using the collar. All of the lenses that are heavier than that should come with a collar. It's certainly less bulky than the original, so if you're buying new, I would say this is probably the one to go for. Do stick around, I've got some more videos coming out shortly. If you've got any thoughts or other suggestions, do drop them in the comments section.